building.
Flacco, that Raven Robinson looking thin is looking Flacco. The chance that they get in this win is looking Flacco. I see your quarterback and Graham because he's Flacco.
It's gonna get real.
And he don't scare nobody.
Welcome to another episode of Mad Talk. I'm your boy Mad Fanatic.
This is the one and only Leaf.
Hey, listen, this is episode 11.
11.
We made it to episode 11.
Once.
That's definitely right.
Yeah, man.
You know
to
multiple
2-0.
languages.
To 2-0.
2-0, man. That's dose.
Before we get into
We out
2-0,
here dose and settle.
we haven't had a show since
Dosey settle.
you tore it down in Denver.
Hey,
Herman's Hideaway.
Shout out to Herman's Hideaway, man.
Shout out to
And
everybody,
shout out to everybody
who came out.
through, for sure.
And we mean that. There's too many people to name. But what a night, man.
We had a good time. It was good
What a
vibes in
success.
there, man. Good
That was
energy.
some vibe.
Yeah.
You know what words come to mind? Die hards.
Yeah, it was nothing but Bronco gang in there, yo.
It was
It was like flags.
What a night, man.
It was a bunch of flags. Everybody knew the words.
It
It was
was
dope.
dope.
Definitely good vibes, man.
I'll never forget that. That was
Then
a
we
dope
got the
night,
dub.
man. And we got the dub.
I had the crazy intro from this guy right here. He had the crowd on 1,000 before I even walked out.
Tried.
Shit was lit.
We got it going, man.
If you
What a
missed
night.
it, man,
You
I'm
missed
sorry. I feel bad for you. Next time.
We did.
Hopefully.
We did what we came to do.
Hopefully you catch me next time. I'm going to be in Baltimore this weekend. At some
Another
shit.
concert.
I think it's called like the 1010 or something. I don't know what it's called. 1010 Tavern, I think. Come through. It's gonna
There's
be
people
lit.
Coming through.
It's going to be lit. They're saying it's going to be wall to wall.
I believe it.
We'll see. They asked me to do 2 sets. They might only get 1. It is what it is, though. Come through. We definitely going to hang out and have some beers and shit. But, yeah, let's talk about them 2 games, man.
2-0.
We were in the building. We had the ill seats, living our best life.
Best life.
Shout out to Giz. Shout out to Kale. Shout out to
yes,
everybody that
shout
helped
out
make
to
that
Giz.
happen.
Shout out to
We didn't
Kim.
even know we was going to that game.
Nancy.
We
No.
ended up living lovely.
Blessed.
Blessed by the
Blessed.
best.
And then we just did our thing again this week, man. Showing that there's something special about this team. Can you feel it?
I do feel it. I really
feel
do.
it, man.
I love those. Like, I wanted a blowout. Don't get it twisted. I wanted a 35-0
Well, you said
shit.
35-0.
Yeah, I wanted that. That was wishful thinking. But I was glad that the Broncos won a tight game because those tight games are what builds character and prepares people for championships. It
That's
reminded me of 2015. That last we played
50.
the Ravens, week 1.
50.
Ended with, they almost won that game. Very nearly won that game, and then Stewart
I
gets
feel
the
it, man.
interception at the very end,
I
and we
feel it.
pull it out. And the next week we almost lost to Kansas City, and we get the forced fumble
With that great
Roby
comeback.
recovery. That's what I'm saying. We had
This
so
team-
many games like that. This first 2 weeks, it feels so similar, yo.
Feels good, man.
It feels like we're getting prepared for those big moments, and I like what I'm seeing, man. I'm
Agreed.
liking 7 for 7
We're all in.
the fourth quarter. Case Keenum,
Oh,
week
yeah.
1 game.
This guy's
7
got some
for
gumption.
7 when it mattered.
Is
Like,
that a
he
word?
threw 3 picks,
Gumption?
but he also threw for 300+ yards, 3 touchdowns, and when it mattered most, his swag was on 1,000.
He steps up.
7 for 7. Let's get it.
He ain't
and
scary.
This week, same thing.
He ain't scary.
Second half, first of all, Broncos offense and defense. The first half of this Raiders game, trash.
Sleeping.
I was like, who are
Like you were,
Like I was.
allegedly.
Honestly, I was, yo. Tina's like, yo,
I
wake
wasn't.
up. What you doing? You falling asleep? I don't know why I was so flat. I don't know where my energy was. But she checked me. I checked myself before I wrecked myself. Second half, I was a different person, and so was that team. They came out a totally different team. They outscored them 20-7, 10-0 in the fourth quarter.
What a comeback.
And your boy looked like his swag was on 1,000 in the fourth quarter.
He's
yo.
confident,
I
man.
really like how this dude plays down the stretch. I'm
too.
excited about Case. I know a lot of people are like, yo, 4 turnovers in 2 weeks.
No.
I don't like the turnovers, but I do like the aggressive mentality, and I like how confident he is. And I love that video you pointed out
Swag.
with him and your boy from Texas.
ES10.
He's like, nobody can cover you, ES10.
Nobody
Sidebar,
can cover
I gotta give a public
ES10.
apology.
Nobody can cover
What was that
ES10.
segment we were supposed to do with apologies when we admit that we're wrong?
Yes,
I
man.
want to say on record right
Wow.
now.
JR, is the tape on? Make sure it's on.
I've been arguing with people for like years now.
People.
That DT
Thought it was me.
is the number one
Thought it was
receiver.
our argument.
DT is the best. ES10 is not as good. Because I'll take DT because of his size and his route running ability.
Yep.
His catch radius, stuff like that.
What did I
Tangible
say?
Stuff.
What did I say?
He's like, yo, ES10's a different breed. He got better hands. If it comes down to come down, I want him
Clutch.
to get in the pad. Not to take anything away from DT, because I'm still a big fan. But I've said it a few times this week. His hands are really starting to bother me.
They are.
And I'm one that cuts him slack. You can't half 6 drops after 2
They've
weeks.
been bothering me.
That's ridiculous. Yo, ES10 has seasons with 1 drop.
That's right.
Seasons. You got 6 in 2
Talk
weeks?
about it.
What
Yeah,
kind
man.
of shit? Sidebar, Cortland got a couple drops too. But anyway,
Yeah.
ES10 is looking like the most reliable receiver, definitely on our team, maybe in the whole fucking league.
Preach.
Case Keenum says to him.
He's Case's guy.
Case said,
They got that
"Can't
mojo
nobody
going.
cover you, man.
Nobody
in this league
can cover
you.
you.
I believe
And then
it.
he said, we from Texas.
Yo, I'm watching them highlight. I watched every catch, every throw. I watched that game a couple times already, and I'm just like, when he literally catches everything, yo. Even when your eye says he probably didn't catch that.
I know.
He's diving. It's
Then
like,
you watch the replay.
like,
Yep, his feet aren't in.
that
There's no
shit?
way. Yep.
Wow. Shout out to ES10.
My guy.
He look like he's trying to have a monster year, like you predicted.
And DT, come on.
DT still DT.
We here. He gonna be.
He's still DT.
He's gonna come.
Don't get it twisted. He's
It's
gonna come
coming.
around. I think this is gonna be a big week for him.
It's coming.
I think it's gonna be a big bounce
coming.
back week for him. But I know it's just in his head, man. I know
man.
it's just something going on in his head. It's been going on since he first caught the dropsies. But he's got to get back to just like, we're just playing catch, man. Just catch the ball.
I'm afraid it's in his
Stop
head.
trying to turn up field too early.
I'm afraid
Just
it's in
catch
his
the
head a
ball,
little
man.
bit.
Yeah, it is.
Make the catch first.
Make the catch.
We
DT.
know what you do after you make the catch. You just make that catch first.
And not taking anything away, he had a huge catch in that Raiders game.
He did.
That was a toe drag swag, 2 feet, 2 hands. You didn't think naked eye said he probably didn't catch that either, but he caught it. He secured it. So I'm excited about the team. I would have to say my one concern about the Broncos this year is the no-fly zone, man. That is not the no-fly zone.
No.
I'm sorry, man.
No.
I'm sorry, man. It might take, and to my wishful thinking is maybe it takes Pac-Man, maybe it takes Brock a couple 8 weeks or something to really get the hang of that system. This is a new system.
Definitely with Pac-Man. You got to give him some time.
Yeah. And Brock. It's a new system for both of them, so I'm trying to cut him some slack, but my initial thoughts are like, homie was like 25 out of 26, Derek Carr. Amari Cooper had the game of his life.
I know.
I'm like, this ain't the no-fly, yo.
Do you remember? Yeah, I don't even want to get into
That's
it.
not
It's
the
another
pass
bad-
defense that says, nah. It's a lot of open receivers out there, open tight ends.
We're going to figure it out.
We got to figure it out for
Get
sure.
it back.
But that's my one concern about the team. Shout out to Brandon McManus.
Oh,
Big kicks in both games. I'm really fucking with Brandon McManus.
I really am too.
Clutch, yo. If it wasn't for him, we
He's
would
winning
have lost
this
both
over.
the games.
Those are big.
Huge
keeping us
kicks.
in-
And the other teams both missed their kicks. Oh, we blocked one.
And week one, keeping us, it keeps the whole thing rolling. You got to make those field goals. I'm not just talking about game winners.
Yeah,
I'm not just
that first one.
throughout the game, you got to make them.
First one, 50-something yards.
It's either it can turn so negative.
Yeah.
And that just wears on the whole team.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to say, man, you're 16-0. You're starting to look pretty good.
Let's get 19-0.
19-0.
I
know. What was I thinking? 19-0.
19-0.
Starting to be a believer myself. Now, going around the league, man, what are some of the things that are jumping out with you? For you?
First of all, this Josh Gordon trade had me pissed yesterday.
Can you believe it, man?
I said on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, all that shit.
Of course, Josh Gordon is going to the Patriots.
5th round fucking pick, yo. I would have gave them a 5th round pick.
How does this happen?
Just to not give him to the Patriots. I don't give a shit if he don't even play.
Why don't people think like that?
Why does the whole league keep
Is he
giving?
really going to be running routes for Tom Brady, man?
Come on, man. Now this dude is special. He's one of them
He's
assholes
good, man.
that don't have to practice. He just wakes up out of his bed and just
on Hard Knocks.
I can go get
the
200
package
yards off the rip.
The package is in the building.
Did you see that game tying catch he had against the Steelers?
I'm
That's
not
after
happy.
not playing for a year and a half, yo.
Not
this dude
happy
is
about
still 6'3", 230 to 250 sometimes. Brolic, jumps high, great hands, good route runner.
What do you think Belichick says to these guys when he sits these guys down?
I don't give a shit if he smokes weed.
He has done this.
We got
I know,
killers
but
on
I'm
our
talking
roster.
about. What do you think this is what
We got killers.
Do you remember last year when we talked about
What's weed?
the thing that Belichick doesn't get enough credit
I'll
for?
give him the shit to pass the weed test. I'll give him the heads up.
And-
Belichick don't give a shit about character.
Man,
He don't give a shit. He knew Aaron Hernandez was a murdering,
but he knows.
drug dealer.
But what I'm saying is, he knows how to talk to these guys.
He does.
He must give some kind of speech, man. They come sit down in Foxborough.
He should have gave that speech to Ocho Cinco. I'll tell you that. Where was that speech for Ocho?
Or Eric Decker.
Or Eric Decker.
Bye, Eric, by the way.
Hey, man.
Bye-bye. Now, when talking about Josh Gordon, you had just mentioned how he just came off the street, made the big catch against the Steelers. What in the world is going on with these ties this year?
I don't know, man. But
This is, in my opinion, this might start to be a problem.
2 weeks?
I better not lose no division because of a tie. Or, you know what I mean?
Well, remember that year that we could have went for the tie? And we was like, no, try the 60-yarder.
I sure do.
I think that
bit us in the
new
ass.
rule is going to make football
Wait a minute. We were there. We
more
were at that game.
We were.
I think did I say I wanted the tie?
I think you did want the tie.
And I'm sitting here
You
killing
did
the
want
tie.
the tie. You did want the tie. I was like,
wanted
nah,
the tie.
go for it. Fuck that.
Because I was worried about winning the division.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let's go. Because I thought if
both
we
have
lost
a tie.
that game, and we did lose that game,
But it was
and
Benny
and that
Fowler's
did,
fault,
and
by
that,
the way.
and
It wasn't Trev's fault.
and that did ruin the season. It was not Trev's fault.
It was Benny's fault.
No, now we're going all over. So my point is, what happened was, this is what happened, right? They made it from 15 minutes overtime.
Yeah.
They cut it down to 10. You think that 5 minutes doesn't matter? That 5 minutes,
matters
obviously,
a
we
lot.
already got 2 ties.
Yeah.
In 2 really big games.
Yeah, big games, division games.
Now the Packers and the Vikings, I think they need to.
But at the same time, though, like with soccer, I just think it's different. It's something we're going to have to get used to. We're not going to really know.
I don't want to get used to a tie, man.
It happens.
I don't want that third column. I want 2 numbers.
Hockey, it
I
happens
want
in
wins
soccer.
and losses. I don't want a third column. I don't like soccer. It's no offense to soccer. I don't want. We're not playing soccer.
Soccer's coming, though.
I was gonna say we're playing football. We're not playing soccer. But football is soccer.
Football is soccer. And soccer's coming.
Is that what we're trying to do?
Kevon is trying to convince me that soccer is going to be the #1 sport in America in 4 years.
Man, let me tell you something.
They're
I swear.
priming the world for it because we're hosting the World Cup again.
Let me tell
and
you
the
something,
whole world
sir.
is leaving football. Soccer's coming.
Let me tell you something.
Because of how many immigrants are coming to America.
They have been saying that since I was like 10 years
I told
old.
them that too. They said that last time he hosted the World Cup, motherfucker.
Before then.
But there's some real marketing behind it this time. Some real marketing.
I think it's too much running for Americans.
It is.
I think it's way
there's
too
a
much
lot of
running up and down.
Americans
And
that
not
ain't
enough
American.
scoring, not enough excitement.
America
Immigrant thing is a good point.
There's a lot of immigrants.
I don't know, man. I remember people telling me this like 30 years ago. I'm not exaggerating.
And you see...
People have been telling me that longer than
football
Hey,
going
you know Kevon is smart. I
very
respect the guy.
smart.
But people have been telling me that since longer than Kevon's been alive.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I've heard it
soccer's
before.
coming.
I've heard it before.
How do we get on to soccer?
We were talking about ties.
All right.
They
Yeah,
happen a lot.
So you're saying you think it's a good thing?
I just think it's different. It's a different thing, but I don't think it's a good or bad thing. I think it's just a different thing. I think we're just going to have to start getting used to the third column in your wins. Like win, loss, tie.
I'm not a fan of the third column, so I'm just going to end on that. Now, going around the league, man, who's impressing you, who isn't?
The Chiefs.
I mean, do you have to say they're impressing you?
They
I
are.
would rather say, what is it with these people that are just want to already put this kid in Pat Mahomes in the Hall of Fame, and they want to give the Chiefs a Super Bowl?
That's a little premature.
I'm not buying it, sir.
It's premature, but at the same
You're not
time,
buying it, are you?
I'm hoping not. They don't have a good track record in the playoffs.
But you know how it is with new quarterbacks, man. They all have these starts. There's going to be a D coordinator somewhere. It's probably going to be Wade. Probably going to be Wade Phillips.
Yeah.
Someone in this league is going to get the blueprint on how to make this kid look like what he is, a rookie.
Wade. I can't wait to see him play Wade.
I'm just telling you.
I can't wait
And
to
then
see
we're
him play
all
Wade.
going to follow the blueprint.
I hope
this
you're
guy's
right,
got
man.
some.
I
Mark
hope
it
you're
down.
right, yo.
I said it first.
Because my thing
he is not going to keep this up.
My thing is, it's not on him though. I look at it's like Case Keenum, right? The gunslinger mentality, the aggression to go down the field. That's the one thing. Alex Smith is talented, but he's never been fearless, right? This motherfucker's favorite player is Brett Favre.
I like consistency.
He's fearless, just like Case Keenum. Favorite player is Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Where's the number 4, right? Pat Mahomes has a cannon arm, yo.
I don't feel he has the accuracy, sir.
I didn't say accuracy. He's got a strong arm like Brett. He's got the gunslinger mentality. But now he's surrounded with the fastest player in football.
He's going to come down.
Tyreek Hill. Hands down fastest player in football. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
Travis Kelce, top 2 or 3 tight end in the NFL, though.
Travis
Top
Kelce.
2 or 3, though.
I just had to say that.
Who can cover him, though?
Why'd you say Travis Kelce?
Who can cover him, though?
I mean, there's people that can cover him.
Who?
I mean, really, what is this? How about Travis Kelce?
I'm just saying, they got some weapons around them, too. They got a great head coach.
Wow.
I'm just saying, that's a good fucking team, yo. And they do scare me. But I won't act like that
scared.
when it's time to diss them. I won't be acting like that.
I ain't scared.
But they impressing me. They're impressing me for sure. For sure. Who else around the league? Jacksonville. That wasn't a fluke.
That was not a fluke.
Beat the Patriots.
We both know they should have been in the Super Bowl last year.
I agree.
I'm still mad at how everyone forgets like this was some kind of they outplayed them 40 out of 40 50 minutes out of that game last year.
I agree.
Fair and square in Foxborough.
which makes
in
it super impressive.
Foxborough.
Super impressive. They're impressing me. Who's impressing you? Week 1, I was impressed with the Ravens. Week 2, I was not. I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm not real. I'm not like you. I mean, I guess I'm impressed a little bit with the Chiefs. I am. I'm not surprised. I did not believe in the Chargers. It's been a long
never
time.
believe in the Chargers.
I always feel like the
but
Chiefs.
I didn't think Pat Mahomes was gonna be good off the rip.
The Chiefs to me are always that's who I got.
Yeah.
That's who we got to
6
take.
touchdowns though.
That's
boy.
it is. I don't care about those stats though. Like I said, I think someone's gonna figure
That
them out.
surprised me.
And then it's gonna get passed around the league, and this guy's gonna have his ups and downs.
I mean, he looked terrible against us last year.
They're coming.
Remember?
They're coming.
Paxton Lynch outplayed him last year.
I think the Rams look good.
I'm not surprised by that.
I think the Rams look good. It's our guy, Wade.
I'm not surprised by the Rams at all.
Shout out to 2 Chainz.
Shout out.
I hope that I don't ever get salty about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm already getting.
But I miss my guy.
I do.
You mentioned it about the no-fly zone last week. I don't want to say
though.
Put 2 and 2 together. You're not a math major. I'm certainly not a math major, but I have eyes.
Yeah, it's a big difference, man.
You know.
It's a big difference.
But
There's a big difference in money too.
I have a great feeling about this year, man.
I do too.
And the whole league, I'm excited about. It's got a freshness to it.
Yeah.
I think it's up for grabs, man, and we are in the running.
Definitely in the
And I
running.
love how we just keep flying under the radar.
Yo.
All
That's
these
the-
post games on Sunday night and Monday morning, we're just like that last clip. They don't even announce our score.
Meanwhile-
You ever notice that? They're like, oh, the Chiefs won 27-10. They go down all these scores, and they're like, and also, you know what I mean? The Ravens and the Broncos and whatever won. They don't even like.
You know what's disrespectful? What was it? It was week 1 when Khalil Mack dominated in the first half against a backup quarterback. By the way,
Backup.
Kaiser's not exactly awesome.
He's not Aaron Rodgers, sir.
Not at all. So Khalil Mack's dominating him. He has a great first half. This dipshit Chris Collinsworth has the nerve to say he's already far and away the early favorite for the defensive
We got to be
player
careful
of the
now
year.
because if you get going with this,
I said, fam,
we might not have a show. I'm scared
Von Miller
now.
just had 3
Oh, boy.
sacks, took the ball out of a running back's
Here it
hand,
comes.
a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and his team won.
Yeah.
And he's
I know.
he's the favorite because he had a couple sacks and an interception, pick 6. No great experience. He had a great game.
I'm aware.
But don't try to act. He didn't
I've
even
heard
talk
this
about
about
Von Miller's game though.
Okay, yep,
he
no.
didn't even talk. They
I
didn't
know.
even talk about Von Miller getting 3 sacks
aware.
week 1. He's leading the league in sacks, fellas.
Yes, he is.
4 sacks.
If it wasn't for that bullshit penalty last week, there'd be another sack and strip, and everybody keeps forgetting about that.
Yeah.
That don't count now, right?
Nah.
It's bullshit.
Bullshit.
How good were the refs last week? How bad were those guys? They tried to give the Raiders that game.
Let's get into the
And I just
catches.
want to let the NFL know I'm watching.
We watching you.
Don't try that shit no more.
We watching.
I got one of those games in me. Don't mess with my blood pressure.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, because I disagreed about the Cortland catch.
Oh man, you gotta be kidding me.
I literally
So
thought his foot scraped the
I
white.
wanted to. What are you talking
I
about,
thought his
man?
foot went-
They showed the replay. His whole body was in bounds.
No, but his foot looked like it hit the white.
I don't care about that scraping the white, man.
It don't matter.
His whole body was in. I don't
His
care
knee
about the
hit first
toe.
before it hit the white.
I didn't see the white scraping.
I thought his foot scraped the white.
I don't see the white scraping.
But they're a little much with these catches. These catches are
Come
always
on,
under
man.
such scrutiny, yo.
I don't know how they got to start to reword it, but it's like the benefit of the doubt should go to the catch.
Yeah, it should.
He made an
Like
incredible
tackle to
catch.
the runner type shit in baseball.
They got to stop this. They're killing the league. Look back these last just 5-6 years. We can point out 5 or 6 catches that changed who the Super Bowl champion was. That's
Dez
not
one was
right,
huge.
man.
That Dez one was huge.
Don't.
Dallas was good that
Shout out to Coach. Right? Yeah. With the Dez catch. Yeah. Can you imagine? That was a catch.
It was
7 days a week.
Catch. That one was
twice on Sunday.
They got that one wrong.
Man. All right, so that's going to do it for the NFL covers this week. But I tell you, I'm excited about this year.
Me too.
Okay, man. Now we're about to run right into my wheelhouse. Okay? The big fight this past Saturday.
Boxing.
Listen, the big fight this past Saturday.
Big fight that your boy lost.
And it was big.
It was huge.
And it was legendary.
I heard it was a great fight.
It was unbelievable.
I still didn't get to watch it.
Most people don't know shit about boxing.
I agree.
That fight was fought in the center of the ring. They didn't leave the Tecate sign.
Nah.
You know what I mean? So close to each other for 12 rounds. The level of skill of fist fighting was just
crazy.
It was just mind-boggling.
I'm still gonna watch it.
The stamina and all this, it was an incredible fight, you know?
Do you agree? Do you feel like your boy got robbed? Or do you think
you know what?
Could have gone either way.
I'm not going to freak out about saying it was a robbery.
Okay.
But I'll tell you this. First of all, big shout out to Pete. Went to watch the fight at Pete's house. His wife, the most incredible spread the whole weekend. This is my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We watched it with the volume off.
No, you did.
Me, him, and his brother James.
Or afterwards.
3 boxing people live.
No, you didn't.
We watched it together. We didn't.
Why would you watch a fight with the volume?
No, we had the British telecast on, so we really weren't paying attention. The volume wasn't off or whatever.
Okay.
And we tried our hardest. And Pete was going for Canelo. Okay. And I'm telling you right now, and us 3 went back and forth, back and forth. Shout out to James. He always wants a shout out. I never give it to him. He was there too.
I'm about to say, who's the third one?
That's Pete's little brother. That's my little brother.
What up, James?
You know how it is? Yeah. So, and we watched it, and I'm telling you, I tried to be unbiased Leaf. It's not easy. It's not easy, sir.
I know.
You understand? It's not easy for me. But I tried my hardest. And we all 3 agreed Triple G won that fight. Okay? By like 2 points. Okay? I'm not taking anything away from Canelo.
Okay.
He fought his ass off. His skills, the way he throws his punches and holds his hands and everything he does, the way he moves, he is picture perfect. Form, technique, I give him all the respect. Plus, he came forward. Yeah. Which I thought was going to go against him. But him coming forward, you know, Triple G adapted, and I thought he did a great job. Anyways, it wasn't just me. There were 52 ringside journalists at that fight. You asked me who I thought won.
Yeah,
I told you Triple G. Now I'm going to tell you about the 52 journalists who were at this fight ringside. 34 of them had Triple G winning. 15 of them had it a draw. And 3 had it for Canelo.
Wow.
This is the problem I have. It's these Canelo fans and Canelo himself, more than anybody, acting like he dominated and win this fight. Let me tell you something, sir. You did not dominate and win that fight. And this is what I'm going to say about this fight. 3 people, 3 measly people, 3 judges decided that Canelo won that fight. Okay? 3.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what history is going to tell. History is going to tell that the millions upon millions upon millions of people around this world, and there were millions, there might have been a billion, I don't know, okay, saw this fight just like they watched the first fight. And the majority of the people that watched this fight around the world thought Triple G won again. Yeah. And that is not an opinion, and I don't care if you score.
Atlas was so mad,
I don't care if you score the fight 30 seconds at a time with the volume down. You like the puncher, you like the stalker, you like the. They saw the fight for Triple G. Once again, he landed more punches. He threw more punches.
But I heard Canelo landed a lot more power.
He did. I'm trying to give my little spiel here about the truth.
Go ahead.
And the boxing, the great thing about it is when it goes down in history, the truth prevails. Just like when people look back to when Whitaker fought Chavez, it was a draw. Everybody knows Whitaker won. Okay?
I don't know if that.
Just like everybody, and I hate to say this, the Lennox.
If you're going to say that fucking shit about Floyd, we're going to fight right now.
The Lennox Lewis Holyfield fight, and Holyfield's my guy. That first fight was not a draw. Everybody knows that Lewis won. These 2 fights are going to go down in history the same way.
What about Floyd?
Triple G won these fights. You're ruining my speech about the truth, and you got to say the words that I hate more than anything, Floyd Mayweather.
I love
this is why I don't like you sometimes, sir.
Money May.
This is why I don't like you sometimes. I'm going to say the code word to JR, which is going to come out a little bit later in the show. Detroit Tigers to you, sir. You'll find out what that means later. Detroit Tigers to you. We'll see if anybody watching the show catches on.
Okay.
But anyways, man, yeah, I thought Triple G won. I think history is going to show that. And but no disrespect to Canelo. He is an unbelievable fighter. I would have been happy with a draw. Okay. I would have been happy with a draw. There was no, let's say it that way. I'm going to say it from my heart. I really don't see a clear winner in that fight. Even though when I did score it, I gave it to Triple G. I can't sit here and say, yeah, I'm not going to jump around like Canelo and his people. Oh, we did it, but you didn't do shit. And don't forget that Triple G was the champion. Yeah. Did this man take that title from Triple G on Saturday night?
I don't know.
I don't think so, sir. Well, watch the replay.
I'm gonna watch.
Okay, can you give me that? Can you take an hour of your time Saturday night instead of messing with me all the time?
Yeah.
You don't know shit about boxing, and you can't even wait till you watch the fight Saturday.
Yo, I'm gonna watch it, and you're gonna get my God's honest truth opinion. But this is what I will say: after that fight, I've never seen somebody so passionately upset as Teddy Atlas.
That's my guy, Teddy Atlas.
Teddy Atlas, he gave this speech on ESPN. I hate ESPN, by the way.
I tried to give my speech, you
I have
ruined
to
it.
keep it a buck, yo. ESPN, they were showing like he's talking and he's going in on one.
I think
right?
the word is raging.
He's on one, right? Stephen A is like, all right, dude, when is this gonna end? I want to talk, get my TV time. They flash back to the studio. These dudes are in their phones. One of them's yawning. I'm like, yo, this is why y'all motherfuckers are fucking boxing up. This is a big fight. People are upset. Why are y'all yawning? I'm really engaged. I didn't even watch this shit, and I'm like, Teddy is on one.
I'm trying to be like Teddy Atlas.
Yo, his fucking speech was like, these guys, every time they fight, they leave with a little bit less of themselves.
That's right.
They're fucking
Especially
giving their
Triple
lives
G.
to this. And for somebody to get robbed like this, he didn't win the fight. These people are just going by. He was stalking. He should win. Fuck that. He was going sick. You know what's crazy? Stephen A was like, I had Canelo winning, blah, blah, blah. The next fucking day, Stephen A is
No. He didn't say that. He said
he did.
He picked Canelo. He said Triple G won.
No.
Yes.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No. I'm trying to tell you.
Flip-flop. He cut off Teddy Atlas, and he was like, yo, you never seen a fight? And he was like, you know what? I think this guy won. But then you go home and you watch it. He's like, oh, never mind. The other dude won. But he was like, yo, I thought Canelo won. And I'm like, the next day, Stephen A was like, I'm sorry, but Triple G won.
Triple G did win.
Which one is it, Stephen A?
Triple G did win.
He was arguing with Teddy Atlas that night. I'm telling you.
He did win.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
You got to watch it a few times, man. There is no... I don't want to get into that. I'm not going to be this guy that says Triple G definitely won. It was very, very close. And respect to Canelo. And it's nothing against him or his fans. I just don't like when they act like he did it. He didn't do it. He fought a great fight. But he did not.
Yo, you know what they should do?
Decisively.
They should fight till someone knocks someone out.
You know what? I mean, that's what they used to do. They used to fight. You know,
did you know
the Queensberry rules, the original rules of boxing? You used to fight until one guy could not go on anymore.
That's what they should do.
I'll tell you right now, Triple G wins if they go that way.
Yeah?
Yeah. Although...
Was Canelo getting tired at the end, or was Triple G?
I got to say, Canelo did a great job with the body work. So Triple G was breathing. I think Triple G might have been breathing a little bit harder. But, you know, he's just got such
I feel like Canelo, he's young. He's got crazy stamina. I remember when he fought that dude that can't fight for shit.
Well, they're going to fight a third time.
The son of the dude that's real
Julio
good.
Cesar
Remember when he didn't sit down the whole fight? He didn't even
man.
sit down in his corner, man. He's got great stamina.
Like a sparring
But,
session.
speaking of people that are way better than him, Floyd bust that ass. I just want to put that out there. When Floyd fought Canelo ain't look like no fucking Canelo. He looked like a bum.
All right, so...
Like everyone else that fights Floyd.
I don't know why
Shout
you got to do this.
Money May.
So real quickly,
the money team.
Since you brought up your buddy Floyd.
My buddy.
He's not my buddy. He was my buddy when he bust Connor's ass, though, wasn't he?
50-0, right?
I was loud that night.
51-0? Is that 50-0 or 51-0?
It's 51-0.
Oof, even better.
You know. So just to mention one more thing on boxing.
One more.
And speaking of Floyd, did you see the night of the Canelo Triple G fight? To try to show up the fight, he's in Hong Kong. Guess who else was in Hong Kong?
Who?
Manny Pacquiao. He's telling the whole world on Instagram, Facebook, everything. These guys might fight again in December, man.
Pacquiao gonna lose again in December then.
I mean, it certainly looked it from the first fight, but I'm gonna go for Pacquiao again because I do not like you, Floyd Mayweather.
What happened to him fighting Conor?
I never have liked
man.
you.
I want to see that shit.
I never will like you. I'm gonna say what I always say. You don't stand for anything, man.
Sidebar.
You do nothing.
Michael Jordan
you set a bad example.
$2 million to the Hurricane. So you got to take care of home.
My guy MJ is he's stepping up. He's getting there as a person.
Let's go, MJ.
It's taking him a long time.
Yes, sir. For you,
yes,
boy.
Sir.
Let's go.
Mile high salute.
Let's go 2-3.
Michael Jordan.
Big dog.
All right. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about with sports, man. We jumped the gun and ended sports too quickly, man. Have you heard about these incredible Detroit Tiger announcers?
I did.
Man.
I did. They fought each other.
How great is that
story? Mixed it up, and they both got fired.
They both lost their job. What makes it such a funny story to me, man, You know these guys have been together since 2003?
No, I did not know that.
Imagine sitting this close. Listen, because I'm going to tell you, this is the 11th episode, and I can already start to imagine, sir. 14 years these two sat next to each other.
I'm trying to make it to 14 years. Let's make it 14 years.
Listen,
yo.
to these
3
and 4 hour baseball games. Strike 2 outside. And they're just sitting there. And they said it was well known throughout the Tiger organization. These guys could not stand each other. Why is this so funny to me,
Mike
man?
and Mike fighting.
I'm telling
you. They went left down
They
the end.
did.
That would be funny as shit.
So imagine these guys. What I'm about to tell you is, man.
Greeny's ass, though.
What? Oh, come on. They didn't really go south. You're talking about the original Mike and the Mad Dog. Mike Francesa's fat ass, who I hate.
Mike and Mike, fucking Golick and Greeny. I heard they.
I'm talking Mike and the Mad Dog.
Like the last 2 years.
Oh, Mike and Mike. Yeah, that's not a fight.
They never fought. I'm just saying it's like if they would have fought.
I think we're confusing people. Do you remember Mike and the Mad Dog?
No.
Mike Francesa.
I know who Mike Francesa is. I don't know who the Mad Dog is.
You know who Mad Dog Russo is?
Nope.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, you said the 14 years working together.
14 years.
I'm like, that's almost like if Mike and Mike would have fought.
14 years, 162 baseball games a year. 4 hours side by side. Do you think there was a certain word that the one guy would say where the other guy would just look at him like, you motherfucker?
I don't know.
Like they just despised it.
Maybe.
You know how much they must have gotten each other's... He probably had a certain call. Oh, there goes the long ball, and it's out of here. The other guy's just looking at him as he's calling it. He didn't even know. You know when he did know? He found out about 2 weeks ago when it was a wrap. He took his headphones off, went for a walk, and his partner just ran up on him and started choking him from behind. I'm going to tell you right now, don't try that shit with me.
I won't.
Don't try that shit with me.
I'm gonna see you in the ring, man.
You try to run up on me.
If you stop ducking me,
we're gonna have a problem.
If you stop ducking me,
you haven't. Ain't nobody ducking. It's coming. Let me tell you. You know how Drake said it's about to be a cold winter?
Nope.
It's about to be cold for you, pal.
No, it's not.
We're gonna fit into our schedule
in Miami for the
some
winter.
gym time. We ain't talking about no squats.
Miami.
We ain't talking about no squats.
I don't do squats.
Good. I thought you did.
Unless they're
I
air
thought you were
squats.
a big leg day guy.
Me? Get the out of here, boy.
Oh, man.
Listen, I don't need leg day. I walk.
All right, man. So we got the Tigers in. The Detroit Tigers. That's my cold word with JR. You know what I mean? What I'm going to do to you.
Do to me?
Step out of line. You know what I mean?
You're going to be the one choking me?
No, the secret's out the box now. It was a joke.
Yeah, because you definitely ain't choking me.
Oh, man. All right.
This must be a joke.
All right, so now we
what else is on this paper, man? You have to flip it.
We're off for sports. We're off for sports.
Oh, are we in the crazy?
Here comes what the people love. I don't even know if they do love it.
I love it.
The crazy is coming.
Ridiculous stories.
And this shit is crazy this week, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you pretty well, guy, and you love some Chinese food.
I do.
Tell me about it.
I fuck with it.
Tell me about it.
I like it.
I don't know. I've seen posts.
I'll be honest.
I've seen. You know what? Too.
My wife loves Chinese food so much to the point I get sick of it.
You know what's funny about that, though?
A lot to make her happy.
You know what's funny about that, though, sir?
You know what we get?
What do you get?
We get chicken wings. Mm-hmm. We get barbecue spare ribs.
All right. I love when you go into these personal stories.
I get shrimp lo mein.
Okay.
Sometimes we also throw in some pork fried rice. And then I get a shrimp egg roll.
You know what's great about this? I'm sure that everybody's wondering what you get from the Chinese. So for you to tell everybody
that's what we get every time. It don't never deviate. I don't deviate from the septum, yo.
What I find funny about that is
I get the same shit every time.
People don't like change. I don't like change, sir.
Me neither.
Okay.
Not with food.
So
I know you do some shit good. We eating that.
I'm not gonna go on the show and tell what I eat every time. I don't.
What do you eat?
I'm not gonna get into that.
You get different shit. You get like moose.
No, I get pretty much sweet and sour chicken combination platter. You know what I mean?
That's simple enough. I know people that get like goo something this.
All right.
Moose. One time I went out.
So always happens by the time we get to the crazy, man. I'm trying to tell you a story here.
I never had none of this shit. They had pancakes.
How did my story turn into you eating pancakes?
I thought we were talking about Chinese food. My bad.
Chinese food restaurants have pancakes?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Where is this,
man?
They're
not regular pancakes. There's some other shit, but they're pancakes. They're crepes, I think.
Now we're talking about crepes, man.
Yo. It was good though.
What's funny about you saying that it's Tina? I remember. Listen, I'm not even gonna get onto you. I'm not even gonna get into it about how you like to eat meals alone.
Yeah.
But I have seen posts of you, sir, at Chinese restaurants by yourself.
It was a Thai restaurant.
Thai restaurant. Let me tell you something. Thai, Chinese, same thing.
She don't like Thai as much as me.
Well, Thai and Chinese, same to me. Can I tell my story?
It's not the same. I get drunken noodles.
Drunken noodles. By himself, folks.
Dolo.
This is what we want to start bringing up again. This man eats a lot of meals in restaurants by himself.
Bubble tea with the little circle thing.
The lady always picks up 2 menus, and then when she sees Andrew, she puts 1 down.
She already know I'm coming.
This guy eats.
I call before I get there. I'm like, yo, get my shit ready.
A lot of meals by himself.
I don't like to wait.
He goes to the movies by himself. I'm not going to say it's crazy. I've already said that.
I want to go to a few movies by myself right now.
All right. Can I tell my story?
Black Klansman. I think that's the only one off the top. But there was one more, but I just don't remember it. But I definitely... There's a few movies I haven't seen that I want to see. Okay. I know I want to see them dolo.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So there's a Chinese restaurant in Louisiana. And why I'm not surprised that this was in Louisiana, I don't know. You know? So they're going through their day. Andrew's sitting by himself. He's enjoying... What do you have?
I've never been to Louisiana.
All right. So another patron is eating his food. There's a whole bunch of people eating. Department of Health walks in.
You went to Louisiana and you got freaking Mickey'd.
I got Mickey.
Somebody slipped him a Mickey.
We beat them Saints, though.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to us.
We did. Shout out to us. Man, you should have came.
Was that Will Parks or Justin Simmons?
Will Parks. I tried to get you to come. You didn't come. Let me tell you, you missed out. You didn't miss out on the 7 times I threw up because somebody got me.
You threw up, man.
I don't know which one of you Saint fans it was. Because I was talking a lot of shit to a lot of people in a lot of different public establishments after that victory.
Are those Saint colors?
But I'm going to find out who it was one day. Because I threw up on the way to the airport in the taxi, while I was at the airport, on the airplane, on the airplane ride home, and at the airport when I got home.
You threw up on the airplane?
On the airplane, sir.
What, they give you a bag?
They got me.
Did they give you a bag?
I did the bag in the taxi.
Holy shit.
It was bad, man. It was bad. So, the health department walks into this Chinese restaurant. Okay? Mm-hmm. Starts to do an impromptu, am I saying that right? Impromptu inspection?
I think that means I think that's perfect.
They go into the back. They're checking everything out. Oh, you know what? This kitchen looks pretty clean. They're doing a good job, all this stuff. Oh, it's time to go in the freezer. Now, you know we always hear stuff about the Chinese people. I can go into another story now, but it's too much with me and you. We're getting way off track today.
Don't fuck up my Chinese food experiences with this fucking story,
Let me tell you something.
Don't try to make me hesitant.
We hear about these, I don't want to say these people. I love Asian people.
Fuck that, I'm having
My wife is half Japanese. Okay. I love me some Asians.
Okay. That means you're like a quarter?
They say to the owner, I think his name was Dim Sum.
No, it wasn't. Yeah,
no, you remember that movie with DMX, man? He said, hey, no. So anyways, they open up the meat locker. Do you know they got all kinds of roadkill up in this meat locker in his Chinese restaurant in Louisiana? All of a sudden, nobody's laughing. Because we hear the cat stories. We hear the dog stories. I'm dying to get into your ants thing right now, but I'm not going to do it. It's hard for me. We're going to just sit here in silence and think about the Chinese food that we all eat all the time. And we all sit across from each other and laugh and joke. How do you like the dog? How do you like... You know, we all think it's funny. Maybe the joke's on us.
I don't like this fucking story.
My research...
I don't like this story.
You love Chinese food. The roadkill in the meat locker. Come on.
You can't fucking fake shrimp. Shrimp is shrimp. So is chicken wings. That shit is a wing.
I don't know, man.
And that rib,
could be a cat leg.
On the bone. I get the rib on the bone.
Chicken wings could be cat legs.
What about the rib?
The boneless spare ribs. One of my favorites.
No, I get the one with the bone now.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't want to get in with you with the finger eating again.
What's that mean?
I can see you just, you know.
Fucking that shit up.
Oh, yeah.
I like finger food. I like food you eat with your hands.
So we got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. Second story of the crazy. All right, man. All right, man. So you're telling me thumbs down on the Chinese food story?
I didn't like it, man.
I feel like, damn it.
That shit hurt. Like
my crazy stories just aren't.
I don't want to think about roadkill.
Chinese restaurant, Louisiana. I think it's a great story.
I hope it's only in Louisiana.
I'm sorry to tell you, it is not just Louisiana, sir. People are people everywhere. Aren't they? Aren't they?
Damn.
All right, so
but you know what,
to keep it going.
At least they're using the roadkill. At least they don't die in vain. You know what I mean? At least they get eaten.
Wow.
Their life means something to somebody. Brings some joy to someone.
You always got to do it, whatever it is you do. Okay, so now we're going to need the two things that you really, really are big
But I don't
fan
want to
of.
eat no roadkill. I'm not going to.
Golf.
Love me some golf.
Golf. And alligators.
Not a fan of alligators.
It's actually not golf. Have you played this new sport, disc golf?
No.
It's called disc golf. It's just a craze with the, I don't know, I'm picturing it's like the hacky sack frisbee community, right?
Okay.
What do they do it with, JR?
I used
Frisbee?
to play hacky sack.
Do it with frisbee. So you basically have like a course, and you throw the frisbee, but you play it like golf, you know? How many times does it take you to get into, like, I guess, the little target area?
That's awesome.
Okay? Yeah.
That sounds pretty fucking
This
awesome.
guy was having a great time, too.
Sounds way easier than golf.
This guy was enjoying himself, too.
Sounds way easier than golf.
You know, then he got to, like, the fifth hole, and he threw his little disc near the old...
Is it a disc or is it a frisbee?
It's called disc golf. I don't know. Do they call frisbees discs? I'm not a big frisbee guy, man.
But I thought the disc was that shit that you shoot.
They didn't have shotguns. They're playing disc golf. You're not paying attention again.
I just want to know, is it actually a frisbee or does it look like a frisbee?
Why would you bring up a shooting range with a shotgun and stuff in the air when I'm...
Because I could have sworn that was called disc.
Okay, man. Can we...
Is it a disc or is it a frisbee?
I think it's a frisbee.
All right, let's call it frisbee golf. Just to make it clear. Frisbee golf.
So, he's on the fifth hole. I don't know this guy.
This is a real fucking... People are going to golf courses and doing this?
They're doing this... It's not on a golf course. I'm picturing like at a park.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's what I'm saying. There's a fifth hole. There's got to be a real golf course.
And we've talked about these ponds at these golf courses. How many of these stories have we had about these alligators and these crocodiles? And I told you when I lived in Tarpon Springs, I'd see him every day. So I don't know what his name is. What's his name? He's playing disc golf. Shoots his thing.
Joe.
Man.
Let's call him Joe.
You always nail the names. His name was Joe. I'm just checking. His name was Joe. Joe throws his damn frisbee close to the pond. You know, you don't want to get the ball in the water, right? What do they call that shit?
You lose a fucking stroke. You gotta.
So this genius, you know, he lives in Florida. He obviously knows I guess he did. You know, he's not thinking about the alligators. Joe goes to grab his frisbee.
Shit bites his hand off like.
Clabow. Clamp. What's the word? Chomp.
With his hand?
Locked on.
On his arm?
Locked on.
Oh, no.
Locked on playing this old disc golf.
What are you supposed to do if that happens?
I don't know, man. But this is the great story. Everybody that he was playing the disc golf with, they came to his rescue. They formed a chain. A human chain. The next guy locked on Joe. I think his name was Bob, right?
Okay.
Bob grabs Joe. Mike grabs Bob.
And they try to pull him out
Tony
of the
grabs
jaws
Mike.
of the thing.
And Steve grabs Mike. Did I mess that up?
No. No, yeah.
Human chain.
You said Tony grabs Mike, so Steve got to grab Tony.
Steve grabbed Tony.
Yeah.
Tony grabbed Mike. And Mike's a big guy.
Yeah.
It was like they were playing
Tug of War.
Tug of War with
like
Joe
that game too.
and the alligator. They pulled him out, man.
And they ripped his arm off.
And he lived. Part of his arm.
He
Took a
ripped
gash
half
shot.
his arm
yeah.
off?
Yep.
Wow.
That's the story. But
what did they do to they kill the alligator?
But like a lot of things with you, they did kill the alligator, sir.
Fuck that alligator.
They reported it.
That's one animal I don't fuck with.
They didn't only kill him.
I fuck with animals.
In finding
alligators
him,
seem like all they do is eat shit.
In finding him, they killed another one too, just in case he was around. If he was around, they took two alligators out.
Both of y'all motherfuckers.
So, but what made the story not funny? It's not funny. The guy got bit by an alligator. What are these stories?
Yeah.
But it happens. What made it funny to me was if you were there.
Why am I always in there?
I don't know, man.
Almost getting
I'm
my
just
arm
seeing
bit
you
off.
being the guy right next to Joe.
Okay.
You were Joe's
I'll take
last
that.
line of
I'll
defense.
take that.
No.
I'll take the guy
No.
after Joe.
No.
I don't want to be Joe.
You're not Joe.
I love being the guy.
You're the
after
first
Joe.
guy. You're
That's grabbing Joe. Trying to pull
You're
him
Bob.
back. Yeah.
You're in Bob's spot. And I'm picturing you. Yeah, man, we got with you. But now the alligator has made eye contact with you. and he's as close.
Good, Joe.
And he's as close. Listen.
You got this shit.
He's as close as the camera is to us. And you're telling Joe, I got you, bro. But now it's obvious. It wasn't just a fluke flash of the eyes. Now this alligator is locked in on you.
I don't like this.
And he's starting to, like, shift. He's shifting his whole alligator body. And you're the first one. All the other people are relying on you. Because if you let go, the whole line goes down. And Joe goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Can you...
Why did that make me laugh? What would you have done, sir?
Run. Joe be assed out.
Wow.
Joe be assed out.
At least you're honest about it.
I don't think alligators can run that fast.
I heard they're real
fucking
fast.
Strides.
No. I heard they're real fast, but they only run fast in a straight line. You got to run zigzag.
Real fast?
That's what I heard. I heard they're fast, man. You run in a straight line, they go run you down.
Yeah?
I lived in Florida. And when I prepared to escape alligators, thank God it never happened.
Bulls are like that. I ran with the bulls before. Bulls, you could get those motherfuckers going straight. Just king on them motherfuckers. They'll just be like...
Hold on.
They take a while to change direction.
Second. Did you just say you ran with the bulls?
In Spain.
In Spain?
Yeah.
Because that's really funny to me, too.
Multiple times.
Multiple times you went running with the bulls in Spain?
Yeah. Because Spain is so dope. Well, I don't know if it's dope. It's different. That they have, like, there's the big one in Barcelona where everybody runs on this one path to this big ass.
The one we always see on TV.
Yeah, everyone sees that one, and someone dies every fucking time.
Every time.
Every fucking time. But there's these local ones that are even worse to me because they're just like this big ass square field fenced in completely with like stupid obstacles for no reason, like giant tires sticking out the dirt. Right? Wow. For somebody to get pinned up
to trip people.
And you just fuck with the bull. Like, come
have
get me.
Someone on the ground.
You're like
pinned for the bull.
Everybody in the park is like.
Is it every man for himself?
Yes. Everybody's a matador without a fucking thing though. Right?
And how old were you when you were doing this?
And it was the summer I turned 16.
Huh.
The bulls.
This is funny
are like,
to me.
all right, I'm gonna get you. Woo, woo, woo. And they chase you, and you jump on the fence and hope you don't get your ass, right? But you're doing this for fucking hours, and there's multiple bulls. There's like 10, 12 of these motherfuckers out there. Some of them shits is fast as shit.
Wow.
Some of them are brolic as shit. Yo, the first one I went to, this is my second day in Spain. I know this motherfucker died, yo.
Second day in Spain.
Second day in Spain. I went to the local
You get
joint,
there one day, you go to sleep. The next day, you do the running of the bulls?
I got a picture of my house. Like, you see my calf and my foot. And this motherfucker is about where JR is. He's gaining on me. Like, he's about to get me, yo. And I'm like... But the dope shit was, that was my whole thing. I'm like, yo, he could get close, but just juke him. Like, turn on a dime like you're running a route in football. Like, plant and turn. Because they can't fucking plant and turn. But sidebar, this motherfucker slipped and fell up against the fucking giant tire sticking out the ground. Yo, the bull went. Boom. Backed up. Boom. Backed up. Boom. Yo, they had like 10 guys lasso this motherfucker with some cowboy shit. They said... They threw the shit around them, like you're talking about with the group of chain. They're all pulling the motherfucking bull, like holding for this bull strong as shit. It's like 10 grown ass people pulling this bull.
Did the guy live?
I don't fucking think so.
Was he gored or was he just getting headbutted?
No, he was getting stabbed.
He was getting stabbed?
Those horns. Just bow in his head.
And you're 16.
I'm 16.
How close were you to
this?
this?
I turned 16. I was 15 at the time. I was almost 16. Yo. They just pulled tight enough just so the paramedics can come and grab this motherfucker, right? He gets on the stretcher. All you just see is fucking blood everywhere. I'm like, this motherfucker died, yo. He ain't moving or nothing. It's just blood. And I'm like,
want to see a dead body?
Dead, yo. I did like one more of them shits. And then I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this shit. But the next one I did.
I find it hard to believe.
Way more timid. Like, I was a lot less like, let me get close as fuck and juke him. I was like, I'm getting the fuck up out of Dodge early. Because if you slip and fall, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. That shit was crazy, though.
Amazing.
Crazy.
16 years old.
Yep.
What were you wearing? Do you have like a jumpsuit on?
Abercrombie. Abercrombie windbreaker shorts.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. Blue and yellow joints. I remember it like
God.
it was yesterday, yo. But I had some good, like, running sneakers.
Bright, loud colors to be obnoxious to the bull.
Well, the main color was navy, and then it had yellow stripes.
Wow.
Yep.
Some story, man.
It was cool.
Unbelievable. All right, man. Wow. Your time in Spain. We've been getting some good stories over the weeks about you being in Spain, man.
Spain was fucking awesome, though.
Huh. So continuing with these crazy
I
ass
was there for 3 months.
stories.
A lot of experience.
No, unbelievable. These crazy stories. You're a big Uber guy.
Love Uber.
I still like calling cabs. I know you.
It's fucking weird.
You call me old-fashioned.
It's
A lot of
very
things.
old-fashioned.
Whatever it is. I'm still a big cab guy. So, anyways.
How much was your cab? Was it really 15?
From where?
When you went home that day.
Yeah.
It was 15?
I tipped the guy. It was like, and I gave him $20. I think the cab was like
fine.
14, 15.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
It worked out too.
It's like the same price.
Yeah, I got home no problem.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, man, guy calls an Uber. Like you, he loves Uber.
Everyone should.
Loves it.
They know where you are already. You ain't got to tell them shit.
The Uber driver shows up at his house, and he's like, man, this guy is yawning a lot. He's like really tired. He's driving for like 5-10 minutes.
Wait, the Uber driver's yawning?
The Uber driver's yawning.
Oh, this fucking happened to me once.
Yeah. So after about 5-10 minutes, the passenger starts to realize this guy's drunk as a skunk. So he tells him, hey, buddy, you just pull over for a second. I forget what, he came up with like an excuse. He didn't want to like accuse the guy, have a conversation. Guy pulls over, falls asleep. They were like there for like 2-3 minutes. The Uber driver falls asleep. He has to move the Uber driver over into the passenger seat.
That's wild.
And drive himself home.
Yo.
And he took a picture. You know how you give the reviews and then the Uber driver. He did even better. He took a picture of this gentleman, this fine gentleman, passed out in the passenger seat, man, sleeping, reported to Uber the whole night. Let's just say this guy doesn't have a job anymore at Uber.
Yeah. Let me tell you about an Uber story I have like that. I was like, yo, I could drive. I was going to drive to the airport, but I really wanted to spend some time with Tina. I was like, yo, I feel like drinking, chilling with Tina. I'm going to just take the L and get an Uber.
Yeah.
Right? But at least I'm avoiding parking fees. It's not a big L. It's not a big difference. But I'm like, I'm going to get an Uber. Yo, this fucking dude, he was Asian too, man. Shout out to the bad Asian drivers. I got to stop living up to these stereotypes.
Wow.
But yo, peep this shit. This motherfucker starts falling asleep. It's a late flight. It's one of them red eye bullshits I be taking, like 2 a.m. type shits, right? This motherfucker, I'm like half asleep my damn self, and I have. What the fuck is happening?
I know
look
that.
up.
I know that sound, sir.
This is ASAP in the shit. He like, hold on, turn the music up. He turned the AC blasting. I'm like, yo, you good, yo? This motherfucker, I'm like, fine.
For real?
Start swerving in. Yo! I swear to God, yo. So now I spend the whole flight alert as shit. Like I could have drove myself here. You fucked up my whole. I was gonna get a little bent and just relax. Yeah. I'm alert as shit the whole time. I'm thinking I'm gonna die. This dude is the worst. I don't even think I left him the fucked up review either.
No.
I don't even like. By the time I just happy to be
alive.
It's not cool, man. I should have fucking said something because I was texting everybody like, I'm gonna fucking die in this Uber. This fucking guy is literally sleeping, and I was like, yo, he ended up pulling over and getting a Red Bull. Like the motherfucker was done. Like, why are you doing this job, fam?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go home, yo. You don't need this $20 or whatever that bad.
Live. Right? Oh, you live.
He said, I was like, bro. But yeah, man.
Live.
Some Uber drivers are unreliable.
Wow, man.
I can co-sign that for sure.
So anyways, man.
But I'm sure taxi drivers fell asleep before too, man.
I don't know, man. The cab drivers they're on something.
Yeah. That's true.
You know what I mean? I have never seen a sleepy taxi cab driver in my life. They talk and they'll tell you their whole life story.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're all wide awake.
Yeah.
I still like cabs, man.
Cabs are alright. But you know what though?
I
give you a fucked up cab story. Man. I was in the cab one time.
You always have something.
This was the worst.
Can I just tell it?
This was the worst. I was going to a meeting with this app company, Meatball, at Central Park, and near Central Park, and this fucking lady, she wasn't even the picture on the shit. You know how it says whose cab it is? Like, it was clearly like her husband's shit. And he couldn't work that day.
She wasn't even the driver.
Fam, she had the whole outfit. Like, you know, she was a Muslim or something.
Head to toe.
She had the fucking outfit on, right? Yeah. She never drove a day in her life.
Oh.
When I tell you, we got in 3 car accidents.
No, you didn't.
Fam.
Where do you come up with these stories?
In one drive.
Every time I tell a story, you got to show me up with your own personal stuff.
Yo, I'm not talking about, like, she stayed and got the fucking police came and shit. I'm talking about, like, boom, oh shit, my bad. Swerved out the way and kept it moving. Derby. She just kept crashing into people.
Bumper cars.
Me and Kevon say.
She thought she was at the state fair.
Let me out right here. We walked like an extra 7 blocks. I just get on now. Wow. I'm good, yo. I am good. I don't think I gave her no tip. I was like, learn how to drive. That's your fucking tip.
Wow.
Go to driving school. Stop driving this motherfucking
Get a driver's
cab, yo.
license.
Holy shit. Yo, no bullshit. License. We only went like 16 blocks. She crashed 3 times, yo. We said, get us the fuck out this car, yo.
You talk about me with my exaggerating. Sometimes your stories, man.
3 times, yo. Like,
unbelievable.
Hitting parked cars and shit.
Wow.
Like, boom. Oh, shit, my bad. Y'all good?
Wow.
Are we good? What the fuck? Are you just crashing and driving throughout New York City? It was crazy. Wow. It was bumper cars, yo. Boom, boom, boom.
Crazy, man.
Get me out this shit. It was crazy. That shit made me definitely feel like Uber's the wave. That was the worst. You couldn't leave a review or nothing.
Your personal stories are crazier than the crazy.
Crazy, yo.
How is your life crazier than the crazy? I don't know if that's a good thing, man.
I don't
gotta be honest with you.
My bad.
So anyways, man, getting on to another story. Remember last week we talked about, now I'm getting into a personal story of mine.
Nice.
I normally don't do this.
Do it.
It's just some shit that happened. We talked about road rage last week. Remember that crazy woman who attacked the Greyhound bus?
Yo, banging out the windows.
And we talked about it like, what are these people so mad about?
I don't know.
What is the deal with these road rages? Man, you would not believe what happened to me.
You had road rage?
I don't have road rage.
Somebody tried to road rage you?
Man, it's such a crazy story. I don't even know how it's gonna. It's not even that crazy.
I can't wait to hear this.
I'm doing what I do, the landscaping, got my truck and trailer. I'm parked in front of a house, in front of a stop sign. We did the yard. I come out, I get in, looking at my phone real quick, start the truck. I'm not even moving yet. It's me and Joe. Joe's part of the story, so big shout out to Joe.
Shout out Joe.
Big Joe.
Big Joe, not little Joe.
Yeah, good guy. So anyways, Big Joe for sure. About 250. Nice. So anyways, it's part of the story actually, Big Joe. I go to start the truck and I'm getting ready to go. It was in a neighborhood, so it was like a slow 4-way stop sign. You know, there's 4 stop signs. So I'm not thinking nothing. All of a sudden I look and I just see like there's this guy. He's not even moving. He's in his truck and he's like screaming and yelling at me. Like I don't even see him. He's screaming, yelling at me, and I see him rolling his window and he just throws something over towards my truck. He throws something at my truck.
Oh my God.
So at this point I'm like, I don't know if I'm mad or if I'm laughing. I'm like, what's this guy's deal? So before I can even say what's this guy's deal, Big Joe has disembarked the vehicle.
Is that like leaving? He left the vehicle?
It's disembarked the vehicle. He's already out the vehicle. This guy starts driving. He's taking off now. Because I get out. Joe gets out first. I get out. Joe's yelling. Joe, 2-time Iraq war veteran. He also did a little pugilism himself. Golden Gloves a bunch of times. Not the best guy to be throwing bags of dog shit at.
It was a bag of dog shit?
Oh, I blew my fucking story. So, damn it.
Holy shit.
So now.
Yo.
Man.
Wild.
These road rage people. So he takes off in his truck. Now Joe is sprinting down the next street. You understand?
Who just has a bag of dog shit
Stop.
on the fucking seat?
You ruined my surprise.
Yo.
You're ruining my stories with your stories. Now I try to tell a story and you ruin it. I ruined it.
Shit.
So let me tell what happened. So now Joe's on foot. You know what I mean? Sergeant Milonis. That's what we should call him now, right? Because now we're not in Iraq anymore.
Yeah.
He's on foot. he can't. He's too fit. He's not gonna run this truck down. But Joe, if Joe thinks
trying to run the
he's
truck,
trying to run the truck down because it's residential neighborhood.
Awesome,
so now Joe's going down these streets. This guy's gonna. He took off. Joe's yelling at him, "You coward!" All this crazy stuff that Joe says, and the guy took off. He seen us both get out. He knew it was a bad idea. So I didn't know it was dog shit yet. I'm behind. I'm in the rear. You know, I'm back in the. Joe's on foot. I know Joe's not gonna catch him, but now it's hitting me. Do you know how much Joe is gonna suck for the rest of the day working? He can't sprint like that. Yeah. I haven't seen Joe run that far since he you know, I helped him out like 2 years ago with the Golden Gloves, and I helped train him. So, anyways,
how did he do?
He lost, but he did well.
He's big as fuck, though. He got to fight some big dudes.
Well, he's in the super heavyweight division.
I wouldn't want to fight no.
He might be 250. He might be 250. He fought a guy who was probably like 320. It's unlimited. Once you get over once you get over 201,
I'm never
once you get over 201, you in the deep waters.
Yeah, I'm
with the big sharks.
Never fighting in that.
So, anyways, Joe doesn't catch him. Shockingly, the guy takes off. We don't see him. Now I'm out of the truck and I'm like, holy shit! I'm laughing at Joe running. I'm like, what did this guy throw at me? So now I look down and I find the evidence. It was one of them fucking tie bags that these people do when they walk their dogs and they curb the shit. It was a bag full of dog shit. So I'm going to look in the camera when I say this.
Yeah.
And listen, guy, I didn't get your license plate, but I know about where you live. I haven't figured it out yet, but I know you drive a Ford F-150, and I know that it's red. And let me tell you something, pal. When me and Big Joe find you, you're going to eat that dog shit.
They're going to beat your ass.
So these road rage people need to just take a minute. I'm telling you, he didn't even lay on the horn. It was like a dream. I looked over, I see him yelling, and he's just and he throws it. I thought it was maybe a bag from 7-Eleven or something. This sick bastard, and you are sick, throwing dog shit at another human being. What is wrong with you, man?
You think it was a little dog or like a big dog?
I didn't open the bag to investigate the size of the droppings.
Okay.
But we definitely identified that it was dog shit. What is wrong with these people? All right, man. So, I shared a personal story. It actually turned out to be pretty funny.
It was.
You know what I mean? And the crazies are always funny. But let me tell you, there's another story in the news this week that I have to put into the crazy because that's how ridiculous it is. You hear about it, you first heard it on the news and you're like, wait a minute, wait, what? You know what I mean? You read it in the paper, you say, wait, hold on a second. Have you heard about this police officer off duty shooting this African-American male sitting on his couch watching TV in his apartment?
I did.
If this isn't the crazy, what is? Where are we going as a country?
I want to know why people are so damn trigger happy, yo. It's not adding up to me. You just, first of all, was the door unlocked? How'd you get into that apartment?
Well,
Second of all, as soon as you see somebody, shoot them. Is that how it works?
And you're a
Hey, what are you doing in here?
And you're a
Oh, it's your apartment. Oh shit, my bad. What am I doing in here?
Huh?
Not.
Huh? Did she give him a chance?
This ain't the Wild Wild West. People just drawing their guns.
And she's a trained law enforcement officer. Okay?
Where was this?
This was in Texas. Okay?
I feel like she's gonna get away with it.
So this is the story. This is her story. Man.
Hopefully not, though.
She better not.
Justice system, please prevail.
And it's funny how this ties in.
Once in a while.
All the stuff that we're talking about. Why do they kneel? This has nothing to do with the military. This has nothing to do with the American flag. The man knelt, and everybody's still kneeling to this day because people of color are being killed on a daily basis in this country. And I'm hoping that this story, at least this one time where a person is killed inside of their own home, that something's going to be done about it.
Yeah.
So what happened is she got done with her shift, you know. She drives home, and apparently she parked her car on the wrong floor and went to what she thought was her own apartment on the wrong floor of the apartment building.
Was she drunk, yo?
I don't know. Those tests haven't come back yet. What I was going to say is, don't get me wrong. I've been to Las Vegas a few times, and I'm not going to say I haven't gone to the wrong floor.
Okay. Was she
But I'm
engaged?
pretty sure a law enforcement officer getting off her, just coming right from punching out, I don't think she was as drunk as I was in Las Vegas.
Right.
Okay? All right? She goes to the door. The other thing about this story is there's this huge... She's on the wrong floor, man.
Yeah.
It's not the apartment next door. It's not the wrong apartment number. She's on the wrong floor.
Yeah.
This is what the story is. You know?
But they have the same keys?
It's directly upstairs from her. Okay? From her apartment that she wasn't at. This guy's got this big, huge red doormat. They show it. Like, if you're on the wrong floor and you get there, it's the wrong room number. It's the wrong apartment number. Now there's this big-ass red doormat. Like, you wouldn't notice that. It's a lit-up apartment building.
Yeah.
So, apparently, her story is the door was ajar. Okay?
What?
We already got 4 witnesses that say they heard this woman banging on the door saying, open the door, open the door. She says it was ajar. She opens it.
What does ajar mean?
Ajar. Like it was like cracked open. Like it wasn't shut all the way. You know what I mean?
I never heard that.
Are you paying attention?
I am paying attention. I never heard that statement before.
Because on this podcast, this is one of the things we talk about. Like we like to laugh and joke. We like to do all these things. We try to stay out of the middle. We're not one side or the other. But we definitely believe in truth and justice on this show. And let me tell you, man, it's not adding up.
Why is she banging on a door?
Well, she says she didn't. Okay, so it gets better. She says she opens the apartment. She sees a shadowy figure. She shoots him. She thinks she's in her. She says she thought she was in her apartment. She shoots him. Kill shot right in the chest. Kills his ass. You know what his last words were? Why did you do this? He's sitting watching, I don't know what TV show he was watching. This guy, who happens to be a college graduate, because I don't want people to start saying something stupid about who this man was, okay? But he was a college graduate, had a fantastic job, was a huge member of his church, in his church community. No arrest record, no nothing, okay? Did you know, man, she didn't even spend one night in jail. She was in jail for 1 hour, and she got bailed out, and they're charging her with manslaughter. Let me tell you something. Manslaughter, and I know a little bit about the criminal justice system. Manslaughter is when you don't you don't intentionally. When you shoot somebody in the chest, you are intentionally killing them.
I'm not going to say it was premeditated, but it's definitely murder.
Absolutely.
Second-degree murder is what she should have been charged with.
It's intentional.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, for all the people that say they don't get the kneeling, and all the time they say, well, we don't know what they did. These are the facts of this case. And I just want one person to comment on this podcast, to get a hold of me, if you see this any other kind of way, I really cannot wait, okay? Because she got bonded out for an hour. She didn't spend 1 hour in jail. She still has her job. Yeah. She didn't get fired. You burn the McNuggets at McDonald's, you lose your job. You can lose your job for anything. She killed somebody.
Yeah.
You don't lose your job. There should be, let's see what happened.
They making it like, yo, you a cop? You get to do ridiculous shit.
But here comes the worst part, okay? Now the police start doing their investigating. They're investigating this police officer. They decide the most important thing is to get a search warrant of this man's apartment.
That don't even make no sense.
And you know, and shockingly enough, you ain't gonna believe this. They found a bag of weed.
Oh.
They found a bag of. So now they're doing the old defame, discredit the victim.
Yeah. So you don't care, don't empathize or sympathize.
So
with
you
the victim.
sympathize exactly.
Yeah.
So you don't
they
sympathize, man.
The narrative.
Do you remember when Dave Chappelle?
Do you remember Dave Chappelle? Doesn't make you not a bad person.
Do you remember Dave Chappelle's stand-up a couple of years ago, where he said, "Look at this. This guy even put pictures of himself up on the wall. You know what I mean? Like he lives here. Oh well, we already shot him. Let's sprinkle some crack on him and leave. We're good."
Yeah.
Everybody laughed. Like that would never happen in America.
Mm-hmm.
That would never happen in America. Well, it just happened.
Yeah.
2018. This is where we're at?
Unfortunately.
But nobody wants to talk about it. Lord knows you can't kneel. What are we supposed to do? You know, more people have been killed in the custody of cops the last 9 years in this country than were killed in the Afghanistan and Iraq wars put together. But they knelt. How dare they kneel?
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
So man. I hate for it to be the crazy. I hate to go negative, but it's something that's got to be talked about. Because enough is enough.
Our justice system is flawed.
Oh, well, you think? Oh, so speaking of that, it is flawed. It's a very good point that you make. And it's flawed disproportionately in an incredible way to people of color, right?
Sure.
I mean, it goes without saying.
It's by design, though.
So now, of course it is. So now, she does an hour. She gets bailed out. Now people are protesting the next day. Peaceful protest. Locking arms in some street. These 9 people get charged with impeding traffic. They get taken to jail. You know those 9 people that were protesting this guy getting killed in his own home? You know they got locked up for 48 hours with no bail?
Wow, this chick got out
in 1 hour. They didn't get to see the judge.
Yeah.
They didn't get to see the judge. They had jobs, too. These aren't people with jobs with a pension and a good, I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know what they had, but I'm sure a lot of them were working everyday people. I'm sure it didn't help missing 2 days work.
Yeah.
I'm sure it didn't help seeing their, not being able to put their kids to bed that night. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So after the 48 hours, you know what their bail was? $100. The whole impeding traffic charge. That shows it right there. That's our criminal justice system.
Yeah.
You stand and protest for what you feel is right, 48 hours.
You kill somebody.
You kill somebody in their own home when they're sitting on their couch watching TV. You're out in 1 hour. But there's no issue. There's no issue in this country.
This shit just make you want to be a cop. You just be a cop and just murk people.
Come on, man.
I'm not saying I want to murk people, but you have a license to kill. That's what it seemed like.
I don't know, man. It's a really sad story. And I hate the podcast to go this way because we're about smiling and laughing and joking, but we are also about what's right.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely a disgusting... It's crazy that we are talking about this, that this is actually happening.
Yeah.
But it is, man. And that's that. Let's get off that negativity. All right, man. Let's get back to having a good time.
Okay.
Even though as angry as... I'm a little angry right now.
Yeah.
So I might as well go into my...
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Because I love America, man.
Man,
I really do feel like it's a great
love
place.
This country.
Some of these flaws is like... They're just... It's embarrassing.
And we can make it better.
That the justice system is not... It's really not making a lot of strides. It's pretending to make strides.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
It's 2018.
A lot of pretending to make strides in the right direction of equality. There's a lot of people tolerating it. There's a lot of people pretending that they give a shit about people.
And there's a lot of people who don't want it to change.
For sure. And there's a lot of people that pretend they want it to change, but they don't. You know what I mean? They're just you're bitching for no reason. Is it no reason? Or is it really a disproportionate number? You hear people regurgitate things like, well, 3% of the people account for 50% of the murders.
Yeah.
Stop reading bullshit.
I know.
Stop reading bullshit. And put some context to some of these numbers you be spewing out there. If you say, yo, let's take away fathers out of the households. Let's take away the income. Let's make you hungry. Let's make you starve. Let's make you uneducated. Let's make you lose hope.
Let's keep you down.
Let's see what you do.
Let's keep you down.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of... Watch the 13th. I always tell people, anybody that thinks systemic racism is bullshit or that Colin Kaepernick and others weren't protesting for a real reason, just watch the 13th. I love America. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a Marine. My father served, and I still believe that it is one of the best places in the world. However, when I watched the 13th, it made me very like, damn, America. Yeah. Wow, that's what we're becoming. So we need some leaders. We need some people to step up and be willing to do what's right and actually open their eyes and care. That's why I wish kind of like Kaepernick would just take the power from Trump and them and just wear like Watch the 13th t-shirts, because a lot of people don't know about systemic racism. It's a system of racism. It's at a deep level. It's at the cartoons your kids are watching, making them fear black people. It's like crazy. Like, there's organizations with millions and millions of dollars that are invested in keeping white people as the majority in America out of fear that they'll lose power. It's like crazy. It's Planned Parenthoods in the hood.
It's the truth.
Everywhere for a reason. There's a lot of shit going on a systemic level that needs protesting and needs awareness and needs people to open their eyes. So watch the 13th. But let's get to something lighter.
So now let's, well, I'm going to get into my punch in the face list. Just try to lighten things up a little bit. Even though I'm still very angry, and the time ask me who it is.
Who's on your punch in the face?
Because you were there, sir.
Who's on your punch in the face list, Lee?
This goes out to Frontier Airlines.
Shout out to Frontier, man.
And I have trouble even calling them an airline at this point. Okay.
I just got a mail from them that makes me want to punch them in the face.
I've been flying on planes since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? And you know the thing that they always say is, when it's time to land or when there's rocky turbulence, you know what I mean? You got to sit down in your seat.
Upright.
Put your tray tables up. Put your seat belts on. And put your seat in the upright position. Well, the funny thing here is, that's the only position of the majority of the seats on Frontier Airlines.
For sure.
My flight to Colorado, man, I almost had a panic attack. I don't have panic attacks.
Yeah.
I felt like I was a prisoner, being tortured, sitting straight up. What kind of sick airline doesn't have seats that recline at all?
I don't know. Frontier.
To save money.
Yeah.
To make more money.
Couple extra rows.
I'm not going to stop there. I don't have a problem paying for a drink. Okay? You know this. If it's got alcohol in it, I'm buying. Okay? These sick. Ask them for a bottle of water. Go ahead and ask Frontier Airlines for a bottle of water, or a little kid. Ask you. Oh yeah, could my son have a little, a can of Pepsi? That'll be $5.50, sir. You understand what I'm saying? This airline, it's like they don't understand the rules of flying. Yeah. They charge you for a carry-on bag. Everybody knows the American way is to stuff all your shit in the carry-on bag. It takes hours sometimes. But you're going to get that carry-on bag on the plane, and it's going to be free. Not Frontier Airlines.
I'm trying to teach Leafy, man.
So you guys, and don't tell me about how you beat the system.
Secrets.
That's not the point.
I know how to do it. I know ways around it. I can help
Frontier
you guys.
Airlines, you had me thinking I was losing my mind on that 4-hour flight to Colorado in the middle of the night, stuck in my upright position.
Meanwhile,
I was a little intoxicated.
Meanwhile,
which didn't help.
While he's over here paying for a carry-on bag, for a duffel bag, a little book bag joint, I'm like, my book bag's a personal bag. It's a personal bag.
Personal bag.
It's a personal bag.
This guy has a lot of tricks.
They're not gonna check at the.
He's a worldly traveler.
Unless they see you with a book bag at the gate when you're checking in, they're not. They might say, "You want to check a bag?" Nope, I'm good. When you get, I'm talking about when you first walk in. Before you get to the gate. When you get to the gate,
Frontier Airlines.
Like, that's a carry-on. That's a They don't know whether you bought a carry-on or not at the gate.
Now you're telling me.
Second of all,
we know this now.
I keep telling Leaf this right here. Stop checking into your flights early. It's stupid on Frontier, because I'm going to tell you why. Frontier, everybody flying on Frontier is flying on Frontier because they want to save money. Period. Right?
Cheap.
So nobody buys the expensive seats on Frontier. If you wait to the last minute to check into your flight, I'm talking about to the point where they say, "Yo, you got to check in at the gate. It's too late."
Are we holding a? Are we having a travel show here where you're giving tips about how people can save money?
Listen. If you wait to the last minute, they're gonna be like, you're most likely gonna get one of them stretch seat joints or the joints that recline.
Are you gonna start telling us how to eat for $5 a day in Spain?
Even if you don't
get the travel
seat,
channel.
Even if you don't roll the dice, see if you get the good seat. Don't ever pick your seat on Frontier. Roll the dice. Check in late. See what happens. If you still get the whack seat, because one time I checked in too early, fucking with this dude. Checked in about an hour early. I don't like to do that. I like to wait till like 5 minutes before my shit take on.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go to the gate and say, "Hey, can I change my seat?" And they say,
"All right.
You want a window seat?" I was just hoping I get something with some leg room. They fuck around and they give you the stretch seats with the recline for free. So shout out to Frontier for always taking care of me.
Man. You know I wasn't happy.
You know I had the recline seat. You know I had the, didn't I?
You know I am the type of individual that I was not happy
I was reclining
when you got the seat with the reclining and the leg
and the leg room.
I was not happy.
And it was a window. I got the trifecta.
It made me even more mad.
And I got
you
the
got
bag
the good
for
seat.
free.
And you got the bag in for free.
So
you're a worldly traveler.
You just gotta know how to do it, man.
Should have a travel show.
I should.
You know what I mean?
I got you though.
How to shower? How to shower at? It goes on and on.
The YMCA.
Oh man, how to live out of the YMCA in Mexico?
Yo, I know how to do it all, man.
And eat off $3 a day.
I could do it in New York. I could do it back.
If anybody can do it, it's you, pal.
Back in the day, I could do it.
Anybody can do it. So, anyways, why are you mad, Mr. Cheery? Mr. I Love Frontier Airlines?
You know what? I'm mad about the fucking cop, man. I wasn't mad about shit. You told me that story. It made me kind of mad again.
Yeah.
That shit is sad. Every time you hear it, you're like, there's
no
way to spin that.
No.
Like, yo, you chilling in your house. Some dumbass cop gets off on the wrong floor.
No, wrong floor.
Comes into your crib and shoots you because she sees a
She knew how to drive
figure.
home, though. She knew how to drive the car.
Being like,
she knew how to punch out.
You're fired. And you're going to jail for murder.
That's all.
And you're gonna sit your ass in that jail until the trial.
Yeah. Because ma'am, you can't just be going into people's houses and shooting them in the chest. You can't do that in America.
That's a flawed justice system right there. I don't know.
What are we doing?
I don't know.
We're getting negative.
You asked me what I was mad about. Yeah. Mad is supposed to be negative.
Right.
Why am I mad?
All right.
Get to the happy shit.
Being upset about this travesty of justice and this sadness in my heart for what has happened.
I'm mad everybody
We're
tries to
gonna
clown me
end
for these Corona lights. They got way less calories.
We're gonna end.
Less carbs.
We're gonna end with something very, very special to everybody involved with this show.
Cinco D.
We got to talk about our guy, Cinco D, the president of the United States, draft dodging Donald David Dennison. Huh. Have you seen Stormy's new book, Stormy Daniels, a.k.a. Peggy Peterson? Do I got to bring up the court case?
Bring it up.
Do I got to bring it up?
Bring it up.
She wrote a book, man.
She wrote a book about the greatest sex she had ever with the president of the United States of America.
That is
I
not.
Say that with extreme.
That is sarcasm. That is not what she said, sir.
What did she say?
Stormy has said a lot. I'm going to tell you that.
What she said?
The main thing.
What he said?
What he said. Okay? She said a lot. And I don't want the show to go too graphic. So I'm going to read this paragraph, and this is the main thing that they released. Okay? And this is personal. This is personal about this president. This special, special man. Our fearless leader.
Our guy.
And we're going to close out this show. Before I read this, we want to remind everybody
that this is rated R.
This is rated R, and it's not a kid's show.
Stop watching.
Kids, put your earmuffs on.
Earmuffs. We
want you to, what do you always say, Drew, to end the show? Appreciate what?
Appreciate the blessings.
And I want you to always remember to smile. Because what I'm about to read right now is about the President of the United States. He knows he has an unusual penis. It has a mushroom head, like a toadstool. I lay there annoyed that I was getting by a guy with Yeti pubes and like a mushroom character in Mario Kart. Good night, everybody.